Hey guys, welcome to Doodle Clubhouse. Today on the Clubhouse, we're gonna draw Wolfie from Vampirina, and we're gonna draw him in his sort of transformed form when he turns into like a werewolf. So right now we're just trying to capture the outline of uh his character. So like we're drawing the outline of his head right now, and then we're gonna draw the outline of his body and arms and everything like that. So uh, this is like his ears and his hair right now, and we're gonna draw his mouth and nose, and he has a big mouth. And if you find it easier to start with the eyes and the nose and his facial expression, then feel free to do that. This is kind of just the way I like to do my drawings, and it works for me. Just gonna make it a little smaller, and we're gonna draw his body. This is gonna be one of his arms, and this is gonna be his other arm. And we're gonna go in and add some details soon, so it'll look a little nicer after we go in and add the rest of the line work and make his face and his mouth and stuff like that. Just gonna make him a little smaller, bring him up, and we're gonna add some details right now, like his face and stuff like that. I think we're gonna start with this hand, and it's gonna have his hand like that. And I am going off a reference image right now. This is my first time drawing him, so sometimes when it's my first time drawing something, I like to have a reference image to remind me of his color scheme and how his his features look. But once you draw something a couple times, then you don't need to look at pictures to help you anymore. So after I draw this guy like once or twice, I should be able to just draw him from memory. And his hand's a little rugged, but we're not gonna worry too much about the small stuff. We're gonna go in and just keep forging ahead. Couple toenails there. This is gonna be his index finger. And this will be his pinky. And we'll go ahead and add his face. We'll go in and give him some details on his hair. And some lines to sort of indicate that it is hair. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, try and fix that up. I like to try to not zoom in just because I feel like it's better for you guys to look at while I'm drawing it. I could be wrong. That's just kind of my thought. And it should really come together in a second once we kind of have his face drawn up. There we go. I'm going to add another tooth right here. And a little tooth peeking out right over here. And there's going to be 3 little dots right here, kind of like where his whiskers would be. And I'm just going to erase this unnecessary line because I kind of drew over it with the nose. And there's going to be some lines right there. And then we're going to go in and color them. Kind of want them to be a little more, a little shorter. So we're just going to do a quick fix. Luckily we're in Photoshop so we can do that. If you don't have that ability, don't worry. Just do your best to work with what you have drawn. If I couldn't do that, I would have just kept forging ahead and colored it. But yeah, I'm gonna add a couple lines right there. And we're gonna go in and color it in. Grab our colors and color in between these lines. So it's gonna be like a dark blue. And this is like Vampirina's pet that like usually it's in like a small dog form, but I guess when the moon comes out it transforms into like a bigger dog. It's like a werewolf. So that's kind of a really cool character that the Disney guys thought of, or the writer of Vampirina, I should say. I'm not exactly sure who thought of it, but we're gonna color this in. Try not to waste too much time on the coloring. I mean, you could really take your time and not leave any little white spots, but I might just kind of get this quickly drawn or quickly colored. Some people really like coloring stuff in. It's kind of like sort of a meditative, thing for people to do. It's like really calming and relaxing sometimes just to color stuff in. Sometimes it feels kind of like a chore. Everyone's different. Right now it's feeling kind of, I'm feeling kind of like I'm not all that up for coloring, but I want this picture to come together. Purple nose. And his hair up here is going to be purple as well. And I just realized I forgot his tail. So I'm just going to quickly draw that in. And there we go. Maybe we'll add a couple lines for sort of indicating his fur. And we'll go ahead and we'll color that in purple as well, or dark blue. And color, color, color. Now we're gonna grab a nice white or a very light gray. And we're gonna, oops. Gotta make sure I stay on the lines. We're gonna color in the rest of them. I'm just gonna make the background color a little darker so I can see where I've colored better. Kind of hard to see the gray on that light yellow. And we're gonna grab a yellow and we're gonna add some yellow to his eyes and his fingernails. And we're gonna go ahead and grab a dark red and then sort of a light pink, a light red, or a pink. Then we can go in and color in his teeth, and I think that'll be it. We'll grab a light yellow for that. And there we are. We have Wolfie from Vampirina, colored, drawn and colored. And yeah, so if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button to join the Doodle Clubhouse community. Kind of an art community for everyone. So we'll see you next time here on Doodle Clubhouse, and thanks a lot for watching.